Welcome to the Blue Green Ocean Road podcast. Somebody wants to judge. He'll do the intro.
Oh, hey, it's fire today. I like the fire.
What do you want? What do you want?
Kill my property.
Oh, it's you.
Get the hell away from me. Demon. Witchcraft.
Yeah.
Things I don't understand.
How you doing? This is Captain. Welcome to another edition of the Blue Green Ocean Road with your host, David R.R. Stenberg.
And my first guest, the
How are
burning
ya?
bush. They're talking. Smoke always goes towards you. Follows me around.
That's right. You got to say, I hate rabbits.
Yeah?
You ever do that?
No.
Does it work? No, you're right. It
I
doesn't.
swear. I go like, what the fuck? The smoke is following me. I always say that. And do you ever notice how the smoke follows you?
Yes, it does.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Ooh. Yeah, I got you.
Everything's soaking wet.
So, George, where did you get this
Yes.
link? What was successful this week?
I got this link on the what do you call it? Instant Messenger. Why?
Yeah, but there's a group.
The one we share in common. There's three of
Okay.
us that share the
So that's
Instant
there.
Messenger link.
So I'm not
Yeah.
crazy.
No, you're not. It's always there. It hasn't failed. Only one time was it not there.
Well, I think the first one who gets it, and I think
Yeah.
it might disappear.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's like, here we are. We're talking for like 10 minutes, and those two are waiting, right?
Yeah.
And then they say it's not in the group. And so, but I texted him personally, too. You, too. I sent one to, also email. I don't understand why
Yes.
you guys don't get the email. Email first. Because I email myself, and I open up my email. Oh, this is
I don't even know
really
what-
interesting crap. Anyway,
Which
you're here.
which email account do you send it to?
What, yours?
I don't even know. I don't even check my email.
Well, then, it's the latest one you gave me. You have several.
But at AOL.com.
No, it's Gmail. It's a really screwy name. And I don't want to say it because it's...
Oh, I have Gmail, but I never check that thing anyway. I don't know why. It's not. I only use it to confirm ID and things like that. But
That's cool.
I don't know.
Anyway,
But
that's the first thing that goes
Oh.
out. It's just
Yeah.
it's a group email. It goes to Mike and Mikey also, I believe. And then, well, I do it so I have the link on my phone, so I can copy the link there and put it in a group.
and so what? What are they doing? They're like panicking now, trying to get on,
I don't
and we're
know.
chatting here.
I have no idea, man. I don't know because it's in the group, and I know it's in the group because you just said it is. So, it's right under the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs.
I am a dinosaur.
I'm a dinosaur. I'm so old.
You're a dinosaur, Harry.
If you remember the 70s.
Everything is soaking wet.
What? Yes.
Everything's soaking wet. This is the first time we've had sunshine in days.
All right, Mike. You got a big M. All right.
He is still alive. Good.
That's cool. Where the hell are you this week?
All right.
Down in the engine room. This is the engine room.
Hey, Mike, I
I tell you, that coniferin pin, man. You got that coniferin pin's always fucking around, isn't it? It's always loose, man.
You gotta tighten up that coniferin pin, otherwise it won't run. What's happening, boys?
I need one more. Hey, Mikey Coa, and I can get baked though.
Mike's eating duck eggs.
Yeah.
All right, where did you get your link?
From the email.
Email.
Yeah, because I want it to. Because I want it when I can use my computer, I can be in my spaceship,
Yeah.
but I can't do that on my phone.
I'm just pulling. I'm just finding out where you guys are clicking because I send email and I send a text.
That's good because sometimes when this doesn't work, I can use my phone.
Yeah, but your phone, you get email.
Look
on
at
your phone.
George adding accelerants. Look at him go. Gotta love
Everything's soaking wet.
The fire
Yeah,
is
love
off
that,
to the
man.
side.
God damn. Everything.
I like fire. Fire is cool.
It's the
that.
first
I thought I saw your
Sunday.
phone this morning.
It's the first Sunday we've had in days.
I thought it was a UFO. I saw this strange glowing yellow orb in the sky. Like, what's that?
It's beautiful.
Well,
Look at
if
this.
you say what's that, it's unidentified.
Look at this.
Yes.
Through the trees there. Look at that. It's a glorious sight, that is. Look at
That
that.
is glorious.
Absolutely beautiful.
Oh look, Foo Fighter.
Hey, did you see that? They have this kind of not real explanation for the Foo Fighters of World War II.
Yeah. What is it?
It's even weirder. They call them plasmas. They're this kind of electricity that's attracted to electricity, and it kind of eats power. So that's why it was chasing the planes. Yeah, acts like a living organism. Electric plasma that acts like a living organism. That's even more fucked up, isn't it? Think about it.
It'd be more fucked up if it was on the highway.
Well, actually, it could.
Sometimes it is. They call it ball lightning, but they don't know what ball lightning is.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
These are like This is like a different kind of life form that's just flying around, eating energy.
I saw balls of light that used to come off when my dad was welding. The arc would hit, like if the floor was wet, if it hit it a certain way. It didn't always happen. They bounce around. They'd be like these little balls of, looked like ball lightning. Looked like tiny ball lightning. I used to like to, watch. I never thought much of it because I wasn't supposed to be watching at all. But
So what about Die Glocken? What about the Glock, the German Glock? They experimented with levitation. They got this thing called the Glock. They call it the bell. They're able to levitate. They found the apparatus where it was chained to while they were experimenting with it. And what it would do was whether it be attracted to, they'd shoot it in the air and it'd be attracted to electrical sources like around the motors of bombers and things like that. And so it'd go up in close proximity to the bomb and interfere with the electrical signals of the motor as it spun and trying to interfere. It's quite a Nazi experiment that we ended up with after the war, but you don't hear much of it about it now. But
I'm sure it was used for good.
One of the Germans' wonder weapons.
The
Yeah.
Glock, huh?
Get that in my basement. Don't fuck with me. I got a wonder weapon. A Wunderwaffe.
Yes.
A Wimperwo.
Die Glock, the bell. It was like the steel bell. They used liquid mercury and they rotated mercury counterclockwise in two separate things, and it created anti-gravity effects that
I don't
they
see
still
anything.
experiment
I'm
with now.
Googling it right now. I don't see anything, just Glockenspiel.
Uh-oh.
Glock.
If it's not on the
The
internet,
Glock.
then it doesn't
The
exist.
Glock, Die
No,
Glock,
I was just trying to look it
the
up.
bell,
to
the
see.
German bell.
You
Yeah.
I Googled it right, it said, would you like to buy a ball lightning? It says, you better.
But
I
ball
could probably
lightning
buy one.
has been this thing that, sometimes people see ball lightning going across a road or something. And they always just say, oh, that's just ball lightning. And everybody goes, oh, all right, it's just ball lightning. But nobody knows what ball lightning is.
It's just swamp gas.
Imagine if
It's a big
it's
ball of
it's
swamp
the
gas.
simplest form of life is just energy. They were quick to point out in the article, this is not life, but it acts like life.
It's a
I
big
thought
ball of panspermia.
Well, I mean, like, what if that's one of the factors in abiogenesis?
I think it's dragon cum.
All right.
That's it. I give up. Somebody text
I'm about
Mikey.
to give up.
Somebody text
Everything's-
Mikey the link.
Everything's soaking wet.
Please.
He's writhing on the floor in ecstasy after eating 4 duck eggs. He can't come to the
More
phone.
like he's vomiting in the toilet.
Shaking in ecstasy.
He's puking his guts out.
So, George, yeah, I was
Yes.
telling you about the difference between LaserJet and inkjet.
Yeah.
Yeah, lasers use toner powder. So this one I got with a cartridge, it says it's like 950 pages. And the 950 page will come out of this printer 5 years from now, if that's how long it takes me to do it.
Yes.
That's what's beautiful about it. But the toner, the HP will stop making these cartridges by then. That's
Well,
happened to me
they'll
before.
figure out a way to fuck up before time comes.
Oh,
They'll
you leave
force
it
you to buy a
offline,
new
too?
one.
You don't allow it to go online, so they can communicate their, self-destruct code.
That's a built-in self-destruct code.
Yeah, they do. They do that. Apple's
Yeah.
done that.
Yes, I know. The Apple phone.
Apple told their phones all to stop charging, so everybody would have to get another one. Here's Mikey.
Hey, Mike.
Make a noise. Alright, kind of can hear.
What?
Pause for a minute.
Can't pause.
That's it.
There's no hot water.
There's no hot water. Hold on.
Oh, man.
There is hot water.
What are you going to do without hot
There
water?
isn't. I'd love to be in the
Hey, big boy.
What are you doing?
Anyway, Mike's fixing. Mike is called away to do husband duty. So, Mike, how are those duck eggs?
What do you do?
Yeah?
You get the instructions because it'll tell you how to turn off eco mode. Eco mode means it just takes
Yeah, I
longer.
turned it off before.
There's 2 of those.
Yeah, I did too, but I hit that button, but this time it didn't work.
Well, folks, I gave up on the fire. Everything's just too wet,
Gave up.
nasty. Yeah.
Oh.
Everything is absolutely soaked out here. You been outside lately?
Oh, yeah.
Everything's so efficient,
Oh, wait.
you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Yes, and you're right.
How do you go down?
It's still on eco mode. I don't know what.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, Mike can't find the story of Die Glocken, the German bell.
I wouldn't even know how to. I've seen it. I've seen pictures of that thing. Yeah.
Got no hot water.
Yeah,
You just behaved badly here. Don't worry about it.
you got to hit the reboot switch. Switch it on and off again, and it'll come back on.
Everything's wet over there, too. This is wet and off.
My new heating system's acting up.
Brand new.
Yeah.
Brand fucking new. Yeah, right. You just dragged it out. Hey, you went up to the barn after last week's podcast, yeah? And apparently you lived through it. Yeah.
Or to what?
Well, I took a couple of lessons from me. After back surgery, I picked up a buffer, ended up on my back for a bunch of weeks, and then the last one was Sandy with the branches hauling them back into the woods, and that's when I sold the house and everything. And I haven't, because you just do. You go, what you said. I gotta go out there and deal with this. I gotta, right? And then next thing you know, you're on disability, or next thing I knew, I was anyway. And yeah, dealing with medical. I was like, I go in now, I just joke around. So I want that Dr. Kildare or that guy House. I want House, fucking, because that shit don't exist. They don't give a fuck all if you live or die, right? They just want to make sure you have medical, you have some way of paying for.
That's right.
Oh, and then your medical coverage doesn't want to pay for shit.
Oh no, yeah, you're fucked. You're screwed.
You know, and then if you pay for it yourself, like, all right, I'll pay out of pocket. It's like 3 times as much as what the fucking insurance company has to pay.
You have to find a doctor with a heart. You have to find somebody you win over, whatever. That's it. It's just like a job search. I remember doing it, and I'm going, Jesus Christ, it's like I'm looking for a job, It sucks. But when you run across one, the guy who did my back was fucking awesome. They took me in the back room. Like they said, go to the emergency room, right? And somebody on our staff will come out and get you. Right? Nobody will know. Just go there. And then they come out and says, I'm from Doctor. I'm not going to say a name. But the nurse says, I'm from blah, blah, blah. And then they took me in this closet, right? And I was there for a while. Next thing you know, I'm getting admitted. And then I had surgery the next morning. And my wife's sitting next to me, and she's going, aren't you nervous? He says, you know what? I don't care. I neither paralyzed, dead, or walking, anything but this, right? I'll take whatever's coming next, you know? Yeah. So the doc come up to me, right? And he says, yeah, don't worry. I've done this about 700 times. I only made like 3 mistakes. He's putting on, and I said, and just before I went out, I says, it wasn't the last 3. That was my, like... And I remember looking around. It says, this don't look like an operating room, not on TV, man. It looks more like a butcher shop. It looks like a place where you would dress a deer. You know, I mean, there was like saws and stainless steel, and, you know, you could butcher a deer in there. That's what it looked like.
Yeah, well, they put your people in there.
Yeah. They were a hell of a thing. And walking, like I said, I was able to stand up that when I woke up. Actually, they were encouraging it because you'll get clots, blood clots. So, yeah, I paced back and forth eating carrot sticks. Looking out, I could see 195 from Rhode Island Hospital. I had a pretty high up room. It was pretty decent, but and I was walking, and I was like fucking thrilled, you know. And I remember then, I don't know, like in a week. When my dressing was, you know, when the cut healed and shit, I went to the gun club and they needed somebody to paint the trap house. So I was out there painting, and I never really particularly cared for painting until I was doing that, and I was like ecstatic. It says, I am so happy to be doing this, you know, anything. Yeah. Not lying in bed, useless, completely useless, you know. Because you got all kinds of shit goes through. Because when you're useless, you're useless. You're just fucking useless, you know? I mean, fuck. Yeah. It's not a good way to be.
Yep.
So, yeah, and I went to a lot of doctors. And I wasted a lot of fucking time. Holy shit. I started, I didn't think this was, you know, didn't look like that medical system was really going to be any good, you know? It was all fucking fake.
Yeah, you start thinking about ways out.
Yep.
You know?
Oh, here's, you know, you just reminded me, like, everyone's wondering, like, why would you want to go online and not be seen? Like, privacy. The only thing people seem to come up with is child porn, right? There are other things you want. You want information. That's all I ever hear. It's not the first that comes into my head, but people say that, right? Like, why would you use Bitcoin? Right? Wasn't that the conversation? You're just going to buy drugs with it? Or whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter, that shit. The reason you would want that, like, for instance, there's a book called Final Exit, right? And if you Google that, man, the psychiatrist will be calling you. You know what I mean? You know, you get a Zoloft salesman at your door. Or something. You know what I mean? There's some shit you just don't want. And if you wanted to buy the thing, you're on another list, you know? You'd like to just do that without...
That's right.
The world fucking knowing, you know.
Information about all of our habits, that's a commodity. That's an incredible commodity. That's why things like Facebook and YouTube, for the most part, are free, because they're selling information about us, mostly marketing information. They want to know what we like, what we're into, so they can sell that information.
Well, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You want to avoid that, so you go.
You don't have to be doing anything nefarious. You want to avoid that.
Bitcoin to buy the thing.
You don't have to be doing anything nefarious to want to avoid that.
Yeah, right. But I mean, what did I say?
If you not participate in that, which is what's wrong with that?
I'm just saying, I hear that a lot. Not from me, but I hear it a lot every time I bring it up. You know?
Yes.
Like,
but if you complain, you're right. It's about, you must be worried about the child porn sites you go into, right? That's what you're really worried about. That's how they get you.
So
that's how they get you.
Remember you wanted that playlist, Mike? The database, the playlist? I thought of it. I thought about it all week. I thought about databases and random numbers the whole week. I used to do that like for lottery tickets. I completely forgot that we did that as an algorithm to make lottery tickets random, right? So yeah, random. But right after I left, so you make MP3s, right? You pick up the phone and you say Bell jumping over a dog, right? And then you save it. The MP3 is Bell jumping over, and you put it in a fucking folder and put it on Scramble with all the other shit. So once in a while you'll go the memo or whatever you think of, yours. You know, just throw them. Make a. Oh, you can make it quick. I made one. I made that one on my phone.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, and I called it that, right? And then so that's it. One day you'll. You know what I mean? I said make a ringtone. Bell jumping over a dog. You know?
You won't be able to answer the phone. You'll be laughing too
hard. It loses
hard.
its shit, right? It ain't as funny as it was last week. Then I said,
Bell,
I'm gonna wear him out. Maybe it's better
Jeff,
to keep him
Jeff
with
Bell. Guy's name was his last name was Bell.
Jeff Bell. And what I loved is his reaction when the girls yelled. It was oh, right? And then he did this shit, whatever that was. He just come up to you like this, like like that, right? If he was like pissed at you, this was one weird kid. I fucking loved him. Used to make my ass laugh. I used to laugh my ass off when I was around. Anyway, jumping over the dog, he was just trying to get us to. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. I don't think he was. What the fuck? But the look at that dog's face, the surprise, like what the fuck's going on now? Okay, it still works. Yeah.
Freaking out the dogs.
Yeah, the dog got there's the dog's face, and the girls, the fucking girls. They were always ragging on us.
His dad and my dad were friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They were both Elks. They belonged to the Elks Club in Smithfield.
He told me he had guppies.
Yeah, he had fish. That's right. Yeah.
He said there was a shitload of them. They keep making more guppies. These like I had like 3 yesterday, and I got 300 today, right? And so fucking feed them Ajax. That's what he said. He's but he said it in Bell words. You know how he's feed him Ajax, or however he's talked. I fucking used.
That's what the World Economic Forum wants to. They want to feed us Ajax.
Look, 13-year-olds are weird.
Oh, really? Why would they want to feed us Ajax, George?
Because they think we've overpopulated the world.
Yes, we have.
Cost too much.
I guess all of their
we cost too
overpopulation
much.
techniques have failed.
It's the slow simmer of death.
You know, it's great because like you know that kind of it tells you that people understand it's a problem. Like all the people who are against the big evil government that's trying to depopulate the planet, they want to feel like there's someone in control who's addressing this problem. No, even though they claim to be against
it. There's secret alien cabals. Secret lizard people cabals.
Somebody's gonna be running this thing. Please tell me.
Yes, exactly.
Right?
Even if I'm against it, I want to know that there's somebody in charge and somebody steering the ship.
Bill Gates.
Yes. Soros.
Mark Zuckerberg. Hillary Clinton. George Soros.
But,
you will own nothing. You will eat bugs and you will be happy.
Yes.
Yeah.
While he masturbated furiously.
Here's something to masturbate while you slowly die from the poison we're feeding. I know what you mean, Mike.
even though they're scared of it all, it gives them this comfort to know that somebody's in charge. But nobody's in charge. It's fun.
Well, that's what the Marxists say, so they just keep the eye off the prize, I guess.
Well, the Marxists are doing it. Yeah, that's right.
No. The enemy's not with us. The enemy's out there somewhere. It's nefarious, and you can't define it. So you must be out of your mind. There's no problem here. Just keep consuming, and then die too.
Yes, the Marxists are all pro-consumption. That's right. The Marxists are all about capitalist consumption.
Only in so much as their authoritarianism control. That's what they really want. They love that about the communists. That's the one thing they praised about Stalin and this communist is the authoritarian control of the state. It's like that's what the real power is It's that kind of nonsense.
Dude, they don't have to control nothing. They already control us. They don't have to do any weird takeovers. Or
Ah,
nothing.
see,
Everybody's
they.
willing
See,
to
you
play.
just said they. So you do admit it.
I'm talking to your they, not my
It
they.
all comes
I don't
out,
believe in
man.
the they. I don't even believe in the they.
The royal they. I can't, maybe it's the royal we.
Yes.
I want someone to control and dominate me. I do. It makes me feel better because then I can direct my anger.
There's another one. Yes, exactly. They'll be angry about it, but at least they'll have someone to be angry at.
Sure. We have met the enemy, and the enemy is us,
So who are you
as
directing
they say.
at now that you're off Facebook?
What's that?
Now that you're off Facebook, who are you directing at? How are you?
You
venting?
guys, man.
Yeah. Did you read his rant?
You're getting the
He showed
brunt
us
of
his
it now.
pork sausage. Felt great. George, you got a big old pork sausage. What the fuck's he gonna do with that?
All of a
You know, the
sudden,
next picture's gonna be hysterical. I bet,
Oh
right?
man, this one's going in the laugh bank.
Dog
right now.
looks all embarrassed now.
Great.
all of a sudden, his kids and his
Yes.
wife are Marxists.
No. I stubbed my toe. That fucking table's Marxist.
I sent a bunch of.
That's right.
I was campaigning for president in the group.
I saw that.
Yeah. Name it America. I have to change the. Yeah. All right. Actually, see, I was going to write it down, so I'll just write it there. You know, now that's how I say. That's how I make notes now. I'm just gonna dump it on you guys. I was just stoned, and I was thinking of that. Like my pledges.
I couldn't tell. Really?
Yeah. That was just baked that I'm like, you know, like you would
couldn't
post on
tell.
Facebook where nobody would give a fuck. You guys didn't either because none of you read it, but it's fucking.
I read it. I just didn't have time to reply.
Oh well. Oh.
What is this? I haven't read it. I'm missing.
It's nothing. Oh, I'll read it.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm running for president, man. I'm running for.
Oh
president.
yes, I did see that. Yes, I like that rant.
What was it? It was This is me as president. This would be like if I was president. All right.
Right.
My whoever.
I did see that. I
she's
did
gonna
like
be
it.
gorgeous, whoever she is. She's gonna say something like, "The president will be in the Rose Garden, legalizing weed.
Yeah,
The president will be in the Lincoln bedroom, legalizing weed.
you got to turn on your.
The president will." The president will not be flying anywhere in that fucking helicopter. The president will not come out of the Lincoln bedroom. Me as president. The president has outlawed suits and ties. You don't want to see no suits.
And so all the nonconformists will be the guys wearing suits and ties now.
Oh,
I'm gonna
shit,
have to
I-
go out and get a
Conservatism will
fucking
be
tie.
the new counterculture.
I'm gonna have to go get a tie now. Fuck.
I got later, and I said the president will be sending every American Jimmy Dean pork sausages, and then the president will be changing the name of our country to America. Really, nobody was using it, and we're always saying it anyhow. You know.
Yeah, but it wasn't
me as
that fun.
president. The president will be giving any American free college if they are known to end every sentence with
All right,
the word right.
So
Oh, look, I just did it. I get free college. Cool.
You
Right?
got to live this again. Why are we?
Right?
Why are we
Oh,
So,
so the
Dave-
president will be in the Rose Gardens legalizing weed. I know I did that yesterday. I didn't forget. Or did I?
so it
Right?
was probably funnier when you were like
Right?
stoned and typing it.
Yeah,
But
why
reading
did
it,
you do that?
I can't read for shit.
That was fucking stupid the first time. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? It's fucked up the first time,
Oh.
right?
Oh.
Got some books.
what you got? Taming of the Shrew.
That
How you
was,
like that?
Was it at a 50s horror movie?
It was
No.
at the
Or the Killer
Our town-
Shrews? That's right.
town hall has a library in it. So you just take them.
Nice. Taming of the Shrew. That's Shakespeare.
Yeah, didn't your daughter
Henry
perform
David
that?
Thoreau.
Ah, selected.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
Where did they settle? Did they settle
Very
any
nice.
place, or are they back in Philadelphia?
They're back in Philadelphia
Love
for
Animal
now.
Farm.
They
Are they
they
moving?
don't
Are
know
they-
where they're going yet. Animal Farm's a good book.
Classic.
Hey, all right.
You finally understand the ending of that movie.
And last but not least,
What is that? Wait, I couldn't see it. The White Mountains.
What's that thing in the background? I like that. I want to drive that.
It looks like the bottom of my ship. That's my ship. That's
the
this
truck-
one right here.
Looks like that thing that fell off my truck.
Will Parker lives in an enslaved world. Long ago, the tripods, huge three-legged machines, descended to Earth and took control. People no longer understand automation and machines, and they unquestionably accept the tripod's power.
So, like War of the Worlds in the White Mountains or something? Or
Yeah, it looks like that.
Or something. Yeah.
The big tripods.
Yeah. As if they
A
didn't
heart-
die of disease.
A heart-stopping odyssey of escape.
Well, you're gonna have to tell us how it is, Mike.
A gripping, provocative science fiction tale.
I expect a report next weekend.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, start reading it now.
Read it now.
Everybody, we're going to start reading, so.
Sit back.
Goodbye.
It's a real page. Real page.
You're a real page turner. Look at him
God.
go.
He's a speed reading. Did you learn how to do that on the line?
Oh my God. Oh,
Was it good or what?
holy shit. I'll never say.
The humans won.
I wanted to learn how to do that speed reading so I could get, go through lots of books. But then I realized, like, you probably don't really get what's in the book anyway. And then I picked up literature and I realized, like, there's certain pleasure in, like, actually reading the sentences
Yeah.
the way they're written,
Yeah. I'll
You
stop
don't wanna
and
just-
underline shit.
you don't wanna-
I'll stop writing a poem. I won't even be reading anymore.
You don't want to, you don't want to skip over the art part of it
Oh,
and just
my.
get the major,
You'll miss something profound.
Yes, exactly.
What are you even doing it for?
One of the books the first book I really got that whole thing about just the beauty of the writing was Cannery Row. You ever read that one?
Which one?
Steinbeck, Cannery Row?
Yeah, you turned me on to that. Mac and the
Yeah.
boys.
Mac and the Boys. So every other chapter is just this beautiful description of Cannery Row. It's really
Perfectly written.
poetic.
Yeah, he's a
Beautifully
fucking
Well,
artist, that guy.
well, that's Monterey, California. Monterey, California is beautiful.
Yeah,
It's like-
it is.
Absolutely gorgeous place.
I was right down there too. I was right at Cannery Row. It's all built up now. But I was there. My friend's lab is right, like within walking distance of that.
I never been there.
Lab?
Yeah, he works in a well, he retired now. He worked in a Stanford marine biology lab.
Oh, just like what's his name from the book?
He's a marine biologist. Yeah, yeah, like the
that's
doc.
it.
Yeah. We used to call him Doc. He's a doctor. He's a PhD.
Uh,
Doc Sawdust, they called him
Okay.
because he was also liked woodworking.
Yeah.
Great guy, Kevin. He's an awesome guy. Anyway, he took me to the lab, and he was doing genetic splicing, which was wild because I learned about this technique in like October. I read about it in the newspaper. Like they had just come up with this genetic splicing technique. I went to see him in like May.
like CRISPR?
CRISPR.
It was just
CRISPR's
previous.
scary.
It was the one right before CRISPR. And I went to see him, and he's actually using it. And I'm like, wow, this is incredible. I'm like, this is
Look at
brand new.
dinosaur.
Look. And he says, it's not that big of a deal. He says, it's just following a recipe.
I
He
think
said, the
it
guys
is a
who
big
come up
deal.
with it took 10 years to come up with it. But once you have the recipe, you just follow the recipe.
So what do you make?
He was making, he wanted to see that the part of the, what's the name of that? Anemone. Sea anemone?
Okay.
The part of it that produces a certain gene when it expresses that gene,
To
wanted to find out
regenerate cell growth.
well, it was for sexual reproduction, but he wanted to find out when it expressed a certain gene. So he put a fluorescing gene on top of that, so that whenever it fired, it would glow, and he could see where it was and when it happened. So he took a gene from another animal that fluoresces when it's disturbed,
Sure.
like a phytoplankton, right?
Yeah.
And then he put it on this part, this part of the reproduction system, and just so he could get some information, and it worked.
I believe they have done this. They've put the properties of flounder into a tomato so it won't freeze. Because flounder blood don't freeze, and they were able to put
That's
that
cool.
property in tomatoes so they can.
A lot of people are really afraid of that kind of thing, but you eat
Frank,
flounder
food,
and you eat tomatoes,
Frank,
like
food.
you're already ingesting those genes. It's
But
like
yeah,
not
I mean,
like
you're screwed. You
Yeah.
a lot of
don't
people
like
are
it.
fucking
And-
scared to death
don't
of it,
eat.
you know?
And that's wonderful until it's not anymore.
You know, nature won't
Until they
let
fuck
anything
up.
weird catch. They've been trying to do it forever. It ain't the first time. Bioweapons are not effective. They love to
Look at
get
that
one.
thing.
They would. They really would.
Like that's a beautiful tree.
Nature
Wonderful.
doesn't seem to want to do it.
And orders a pepperoni pizza.
I want a pepperoni pizza tree, Mike. Let's do some gene splicing. You'll get some-
That's a beauty, Mike. I really like that.
Oh,
It's coming
that's
along
very
really
nice.
good.
Jeez, that's the embodiment of bonsai.
I like
It's
it better
really
than
getting
the
there.
cat.
And the cat.
Nice
Look
work.
at
It's like
that.
yeah, it's cool. That's cool. I
Did you
needed
start-
a bonsai tree when I was a kid because I had a train set. Those would look
Oh, yeah?
great on the train set.
Yeah, they would. I thought about that. Yeah.
Did you start that one from seed?
No, this is a Brazilian range.
Is that like a? I don't know. It looks like one of those ayahuasca trees, isn't it? Or,
That needs a
Brazilian.
little
No,
railroad
I
track.
have
going
I have
on.
one of those in my yard.
It's
I
close.
have one of those trees, an ayahuasca tree in my yard.
It's the same leaf pattern, you know.
Yeah,
yeah. Wow.
the ayahuasca
Very
tree
nice.
puts out this beautiful. It looks like purple hair. It's flower. It's really delicate flower. And then if you touch the leaves, like you see those leaves there, if you touch the leaves on this tree, they close up. They all close up on that branch. Oh, look at this one.
It's the
Wow.
same species.
Got a much more upright growing shape.
Hard to see.
Did you wire that one?
No, it's clip and grow. Clip and grow.
Is that sharp to you, Mike? Like,
Is that shop?
can you see it? No, like to me, that it's all your camera's all like kind of.
Well, it's a little grainy,
light
but
is
you can
right
see
or
the
something.
shape. You know, I mean,
Blurred.
you get what you get because it's, he's using his phone, I think.
He is, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm asking if you're seeing the same thing I am. Is it
Yeah.
me? You're seeing the same thing?
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I want to know.
But you can see it clear enough to see the shape. It's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, but it's all
Pretty.
fuzzy. It doesn't. It looks like the other one.
Yeah, it's the same.
Same species.
Shaped a little different.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Yeah, show us your collection, man.
Show us your crotch when you stand up.
You're gonna get it demonetized for that.
I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. Whoa, Jesus Christ. Here, let me show you.
This was
Another
a
one.
cutting off the big one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that looks good in its own right.
That's getting big.
It's a little tall. You're gonna have to trim that top runner off,
Yeah, get
Unless
another
you're gonna
one,
make-
Mikey.
unless you're gonna wire it down
Go,
like that.
George. Here it comes.
Clip and grow. You let them grow and get a lot
There
of.
we
Yeah.
Show us another one, Mike.
Get another one. We don't like that one. There
Whoa!
you go. Right in the face. Yeah, right in the face. Oh my God!
Is that
Oh
pee?
Jesus! Fly, man.
Is that pee?
Dirty fucking old man, man.
Jesus.
All right, that's it.
I'm gonna put a peanut
We're
on it.
we're off the Spotify now, man.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was screwed. No, we're already screwed because
Oh, look at this one. Wow.
Wow.
Big fat trunk. Beautiful roots there on the bottom.
Portulacaria.
That's nice, Mike. It's you getting
Oh,
that
yeah,
real good
that's
that
really
long
nice.
branch thing
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, that's nice.
This was a giant double trunk Portulacaria afra, which I cut down over the years to make a smaller tree.
Wow, it's great, man. Great trunk.
you need a train set. Those trees need trains to choo through them, man. I'm telling you, that fucking look great. That would
Yeah,
be
the
great.
Lionel gauge.
Yeah, HO scale. You know, just,
No, HO's too small. You need that Lionel gauge to go through those trees.
Those things are big.
Yeah. I still
You
have
have
one.
one?
Oh, look at that.
You
Look at
have
that
those?
stunted growth right there, man.
He got his own little bonsai.
There you go.
He looks just like a real one, only it's really small.
Well, you should have cut it off.
Oh, that's why you need a wife to keep it trimmed down.
Layer at the trunk.
What's that one?
This is
STD.
willow leaf ficus. You see that fat little?
Do you have any?
Yeah.
This used to be a good sized tree, and I chopped it down. Willow leaf just pushed out wherever you chop them, you know.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
is going to be like a really intense taper, you know, fat at the bottom, taper out.
Nice.
Do you have any furs?
Yeah, I get a
Like
couple.
little furs?
Yeah,
How about your larch? I know you got larch.
Yeah, but they're outside under the snow.
No.
Man. So what are y'all gonna do today when we finally have some sunshine up
Well,
in the?
For the beach.
Good
I
night
have to
for
go
a
out and see my
telescope.
mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. Read my book. Read one of my books.
I have a bunch of 2 FA things to do.
2FA?
Yeah, I'm taking everything off my cell phone as a 2-factor authentication, and I'm putting them on other methods
Oh,
because you can get SIM swapping. It's big. Somebody just becomes your phone, steals your phone, and then changes all the passwords on everything, and you're out. And it's like your bank can't even help you for a while.
Hey, so how do you like that Mint Mobile? You like it?
Mint what?
Mint Mobile?
I like it. I've had it a couple of years now. 15 a month.
When I looked at it, the 15 a month was just an introductory thing. Then it goes up to 30.
No,
It's for 3 months if you join now.
I've
Anyway.
had it like 3 years, man.
Yeah, but this is like if you join now, it's like 3 months.
Is that like per phone?
Which is still
Yeah.
cheaper than what you think.
That's one
I mean-
plan with unlimited data. I got 5 gigs of data.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
Yeah, yeah.
it's fine. I just don't stream nothing. I can get like Google Maps or my email. It's fine. I don't hardly use it, but I use it for what I do. You know, get an Uber, shit like that.
Yeah, I get it.
Otherwise, I don't use data at all. I just use
I
it for
gotta
that shit.
get unlimited because I drive Uber, so I need it all the time. You know.
Just for maps. Maps don't suck. That's the mostly GPS anyway.
Yeah, but I'm
You
always
can
listening to.
download your whole location and put it on your phone. You don't even need data. You can get.
I'm always
you can download
I'm always
Rhode
listening to
Island
pod-
or Massachusetts or whatever. Or New
I'm
England.
always listening to podcasts and shit, so I go through it. You know.
Streaming.
I don't know what it's doing.
Yeah.
yeah, streaming.
Streaming. I turn on podcasts.
While you're driving?
You can
Yeah.
you download when you're around Wi-Fi. Then you don't use data. There's a way not to use data, but if you can't,
Right.
it's worth
I
it.
don't-
I'll pay $30 a month. I don't give a shit.
I can't. I just don't have time to download everything I'm going to listen to. I don't know what I'm going to listen to. You know.
It'll do it for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. it'll put it. You just say yeah, and they'll delete the one you listen to and shit. You can just put it on auto, and it'll be fine. Don't be scared.
Anyway, it's still cheaper at $30 a month. I was paying 40. You know?
But 15's better. 15's
Yeah, 15's
better, Mike. Don't
But
get
for
the
the unlimited-
30. Get the 15. Oh, okay. Here's the thing, right? The intro. This is what I didn't know. I got the intro myself, right? And I let him give him. I got Mint Mobile number, right? And I went, yeah, you know what? I like it. So I bought a year, and then I tried to port my number over to it. And I couldn't do it. So I ended up. Seeing I bought it, I just changed my number. Now I have two. I put my other number, which has 2 FA that I might have even forgotten, right? I put it on. I left it on my phone, and I got this phone company. I got them for $5 a month. I got a really cheap one if you like. It's $5 a month, and it's just phone. And there's one that you can have for free. You know, there's a free one, but there's ads.
Yeah.
No lie. Free. I'll send you those. I'll put it. I'll just send them to you. I'll send you the links. I use one of them, Tello. Wicked cheap. It's fine. They have a data plan too, but I just have it in the house. So I get phone, and it's on Wi-Fi. It's actually just like a phone that just never leaves the house. It's great. $5. I forget. Tello, Tello. And there was one I really liked. I had for a long time was just a burner phone where you just buy time. You buy time and data, and it shows how much you got. If you don't use it, you ain't using it, right? Like you get 3-4 months a fucking year if you don't use it, and it'll still be fine. You know, that little candy bar, real cheap. I had that for a long time. Actually, that was when I finally got my first smartphone. I didn't have a smartphone until I came late. I came late to that shit. 2017, I think. That's when I got it. I got that T-Mobile.
I remember.
Yeah, down here.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've had this one. I've had this one for 9 years.
That particular phone?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I know, it's a dinosaur.
Yeah, it's a data fucking sieve.
Hey, I got a question for you. I have this old laptop you gave me. And I know that you've been buying up old laptops and putting Linux on them, and then all of a sudden they run really fast like a new laptop.
Here's one. I have one. The one I'm using, I just devoted to Blue Green Ocean Road. It's like a $40 laptop. Looks like this. And I put Mint on it. And I set it up. And I don't touch the settings. Actually, when I'm done making the podcast, I turn this fucker down, put it in the bag. I'll pull it out till this morning. And then I do an update. Just let it update all the software. And then and I put it away. Yeah, these are great. These are for kids, too. These are where they got bumpers on them and shit. This fucker turns into a tablet. Right? Now it has finger. I think I put, how much did I pay for this fucking thing? $78. I even put it on back. I was so proud of myself.
He thinks
And,
of the hundreds of thousands that the school systems buy for kids, and what do they do after they're done with them? I mean, they on the market.
Put them on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this has got bumpers. It's nice. It's not bad. It's got one of them Pentium. It doesn't have a fan, right? But it's a Pentium. It's pretty fast, so it's no pain in the ass fan. So it doesn't like I'm not going to play video games. I'm not going to edit video, right? I mean, I have a computer for that, and it has a fan, and it sounds like a jet engine sometimes. You know, but this is great. I could carry. I got that star stuff. I put the star map on all of them. I just take it outside. Stellarium. These are fucking great. Anyway, yeah. Linux Mint. I should do a video on how I got it. I'll buy one. I'll buy one, and I'll put Mint on it.
Can you send me Linux? Can you send me Linux?
Send you Linux? How do you mean?
I want to put it on that other laptop, that old laptop. I want a
can
Linux machine.
Like I said, instructions. It's easy, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah. It's better if I'll do a video. I'll put it on my site. You'll be the only one to watch it.
How to get Linux?
Like that.
I want to turn it into a
once on
Linux
my car
machine.
because it wouldn't stop honking its horn. Right? I hit a pothole and the horn started blaring. It was a Chrysler Sebring. And I drove home that way, blaring. I was punching I was starting to punch the steering wheel and I realized I might deploy the airbag. So I stopped and I drove home in the snowstorm all the way down 44. Like that all the way fucking
Man.
home. It was like 5 in the afternoon. 5 in the afternoon traffic. That's how I drove home with the fucking thing blaring.
You didn't think to unplug the wire?
Dude, I'm driving in a snowstorm, okay? I'm driving home in a snowstorm. No,
You
I
could have
couldn't
pulled
find.
over and just unplugged the wire.
Yeah, okay. Let me finish then. So I get home, right? I get it in. I say, oh, I hope it'll fucking go off when I turn off the key, and it does, right? So I pull off the wrong headlight. First, you can't get to the wire; it's buried. So I pulled off a headlight, right? But of course, it was the right. I pulled the right one off, wrong side. Of course, I'm trying to go by the noise, but it's just coming from everywhere. You know what I mean? So then I pulled off the left one and I found it. So I put that out there where just specifically my ear and the horn problem, where it's located, right? I got like 750 hits, right? And they weren't, I mean, they didn't like us say anything like, or anything like that, but they were there. Matter of fact, I had the instructions on the outside. I said, it's a passenger side headlight, right? And if they just read under my title, they didn't even have to click the video because that's really all you wanted to know. What fucking headlight do I take off? Is it the right one or the left one? You know? Yeah. So that happened a lot, and there was no video on it. So I said, I'll make one. And that was it. So yeah, you can specialize. You want if you want a video to go high, just specialize in that one thing. If that one thing happens to you, something like that, I was surprised. What is a rash? I'm the only one that happened to. 750 people that I know of.
Well, here's one that we looked up and we can never find an answer for. How to shut off the maintenance required light in a Prius.
I just went through that.
Did you get it off?
No, my mechanic couldn't even get it off.
Right. Laura's mechanic couldn't get it off either.
He asked me instructions in the car about how to do it. I'm like, so you tried 6 times and you think I can do it?
We went online. Nobody knows how to do this thing.
What was that again?
The maintenance light, the maintenance required light on the dashboard of a Prius. It'll come on, and then you go get your oil change, and then they can't turn it off.
Drive it into a lake.
Okay, that might.
My mechanic has been a mechanic for like 35 years.
And let it go right out.
His guy he employs couldn't figure it out.
Right.
I know. These things you got to take to the dealer.
They're spaceships. The dealer
like
don't
you're
even know how to
forced.
fucking fix them.
I'll have my engineer, the guy that works on this engine, I'll have him give you a call.
You need Scotty. That's like finding a doctor. You know what I mean? Oh, mechanics, that's the worst. That's the worst, finding one of them. Finding a good one.
Right up the road, walkable.
Nice.
Can't turn the maintenance light off on my Prius though.
So does it interfere with with your use, or is it just it's just an annoyance?
It's an annoyance.
It's
Yeah.
just always on.
Put a piece of black tape over it.
So now you got to just pay attention and like, all right, it's been 3,000 miles or 8,000 miles, whatever your oil is rated for. And you got to get the oil change when you're supposed to get the oil changed. It won't be something to remind you.
Well, it can't be a pollution device, right? It's got gas. Wait, there's a gas engine in there. So
Well, yeah.
All right, so it's an oxygen sensor. It's a fucking dumb thing like that.
No, it's the,
No.
don't go on.
Did you say no?
The thing, it was just an oil change light, basically.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, change your oil. I think you take a drill and you drill through the light. I did that in the Ford. I've done that. I've taken a drill to the fucking dashboard of a car, right? Or a saw.
I'm sure you have.
Get at this thing, you know.
Now that I'm thinking,
I'm the last one.
It's the red green show.
now that I'm
The
thinking
red
about
green show. If duct tape don't do it,
Hold on.
take the drill to the dash.
That plastic ain't doing nothing. It's just
Now
in
that
my
I'm
way.
What do you got to say, Mike?
my Prius is due for a inspection, so I'm gonna bring it up to Toyota over here, Rochester Toyota, and see what they say about that.
Kurt put it on a computer to see if there was anything else wrong. and there wasn't, and he couldn't figure out how to get it off either.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Toyota's gonna just press a button, boop, it's gonna be done. They'll plug in your computer, they'll go in there and just hit a button, it'll be off.
Clear the
And then it'll
code.
be
come on in
$200,
3,000
please.
miles, and you won't be able to get it off again. You'll have to get your oil changed at Toyota from now on.
Right. Toyota's got the key to that. Yeah. They ain't sharing. They ain't sharing.
Nope.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, it's really nice out. Look at that.
Fuckers.
Fuckers. That's how they get you. Yep.
I don't envy you. Don't like the dealer.
Yeah. I had the engine light that's been off for 2 weeks, and now it just started to come back on again.
Ah.
So I guess I'm just gonna have to go to the dealer and bring some lube. And just take it like a man. I guess.
They don't provide lube there. Might as well get a lube
That's
job while
extra.
you're there.
I'm trying to save money, man. That's an extra charge.
Get a lube oil and lube.
I don't know, man. We're all dupes of the system for sure.
MOF, extra L.
Yeah.
There's
What are you gonna do?
there's this scanner you can hook up. It's like Bluetooth, and you hook it up, and there's a smartphone app, right? And you get in there and you can clear the code. Sometimes it's just the computer's confused. Hopefully. So then after you clear all the codes, you take a ride, if it pops back up, it's a problem.
Right.
But sometimes it'll just fuck off.
Yeah, it's like a 30 to 50 mile kind of thing, and then it pops back up. And
Oh,
yeah,
they didn't hook up the machine themselves and clear the code. It's just a matter of clearing the code with a scanner. You can clear codes with a scanner. You can't
Yeah,
put
Yes.
the car up that way. I mean, you can't like change the
Kurt had the real
timing
like
or
mechanic scanner, and he would do that.
What's that?
Yeah.
In fact, there was a car I had that he scanned it, shut off the codes, and then I drove it, and then like you said, after 35 miles or so, the code came back up.
You know, it's bullshit. That scanner should be in the dashboard. Every car should just have that fucking thing. Fucking
it's
pricks.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you?
Yep.
That's what do you think the engine light is for?
Or that dongle. The dongle's great. You just stick it over. It goes over. It just covers it, right? And it's just a smartphone app, and they're good now. And that's the one. That's the one Scotty recommends for just amateurs. He says you can clear codes. You
Yes,
can do that.
but
It's
that's
fine.
all it
Won't take
does
the
is
car
clear
away.
the code.
If it comes
Doesn't
back,
fix
then it's
the
a serious.
problem.
Then it's something else.
Yeah. Well, I've done that. Been there, done that
You got a scanner?
several times. Yeah, my brother has one,
Cool.
and the garage had one as well.
But they don't.
So you
let,
go in there with your thumb up your ass and you say, all right, clear the code again. They can't figure out what it is, They say, well, I clear the code. That's about it. If they replaced everything that it was indicating, then I'd be out like $10,000, and I should have just taken it to the dealer, getting charged like $500 for the repair.
They're so complicated now.
Yeah, it's too overly complex, and their zeal to improve gas mileage to meet EPA standards, they have to overly complicate these things.
Fucking zealots.
Wow.
Uh,
They got
yeah,
one
it is.
oxygen
It's
sensor that
fucking-
heats up, so it'll just the
Well-
tiniest amount more air pollution,
Yes.
but it heats up and it fails. It fails a lot. Those get replaced a lot.
So
Because
so
the
instead of like a
heating pump, the sensor
paradigm
still works.
shift of convenience and of pollution control, they have to just try to adapt existing technology, and this is their way to deal with the problem. They adapt existing technology ad infinitum with all kinds of sensors and computer controls and like this, and trying to address the problem that way. And they made this overly complicated thing that requires a lot of maintenance. So
Maintenance, those guys don't.
They
even
make
bother.
more money on maintenance than they do on the sale of the car, though.
this
So
is
they're not going
true.
to get rid of that.
This is just another version of that.
They only make about $2,000 on a brand new car after they cover costs. But by the life of that car, in in aftermarket parts and maintenance and stuff that you've paid much more than the cost of the car. They've earned much more than the cost of the car just in parts and service.
Yeah, no doubt. I think I spend more in the garage than I do on the car.
Yes, eventually by the lifetime of your car. And they only make a couple of $1,000s on the initial sale, so they got to make their money. They make their money on all that.
On extended warranty contracts, which totally fucked up my salesman because his steam was coming out of his head because I refused to get one. That's the only way he's going to make a commission on these things is if I buy the extended warranty, and he gets all bent out of shape and spends like 20 minutes trying to convince you, and you keep saying no, and they keep throwing all these like doomsday scenarios at you, trying to get you to buy it, and then you still say no, and he's all fucking pissed off. He's like throwing shit after a while.
Then you walk out.
You fucked up your oxygen sensor before you drive off the car. Drive the truck off the car, fucks it up. Shit in your oxygen sensor.
Do you ever see the same people twice there?
What?
I told you needed that.
When you go to a dealership, do you ever see the same people twice?
No. Well, I haven't been there twice, so I don't know.
I've
only been there once.
I've been going to this one, and I swear to God, like everybody, there's not like that. My sales after I bought 3 cars, and every time the salesman disappears off the planet, you never see that fucker again. Right?
Well, these are come and go people anyway. You know, they just do this until they figure out they can't make enough money doing this, so they go find something else to do. You know.
That's back in the service department too, though. Those people, they blow. All they got is trainees back there. Don't know how to put the plug back.
Right. Because they notoriously underpay these positions, so no one stays around them for very long.
It's gonna be a nightmare because there's never the same people there. That's all you gotta know.
Yeah.
It's like, nobody's staying.
Right. So it's like a lose-lose situation.
Yeah, a lot of disgruntled people too, I would imagine, alone with your truck.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah, they go to all those seminars, don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give them a hard time. See what that gets you.
Yep. No.
They'll spread your hamburger.
No. The answer is no. No. The answer is no. No. Now give me my truck. No. Now give me my truck.
Yeah.
And so they don't even have to do anything physically. They can just hit like a Bluetooth command, and the truck's gonna have sensor.
It starts driving itself into a lake.
See, look at you now, right?
Yeah, it starts talking to you too. You took away with this, huh?
Look at you.
Talk to me that way, motherfucker. You recognize my voice? I'm the guy behind the counter you just gave shit to.
Have you ever seen a self-driving car?
I've heard of them. I've never seen one. I hope not.
Only on the TV. I said that they were violating traffic standards, and the police were trying to pull them over, and they wouldn't pull over, and then they go after the company, and it turns out they don't even charge the company for violating traffic protocols and whatnot, because for whatever reason,
They should crush them into little blocks. They should just impound it and turn it into a coffee table. That's what should be it's like I've seen them do it too.
I'm gonna take the other side. I'm gonna say I can't wait for self-driving cars. I want one.
Oh, in theory they'd be wonderful, but Jesus,
no, I don't know, man.
The journey to that point is going to be awful.
Yeah, everything's awful. What we have now is awful. People crashing into each other. People drunk driving and crashing, or looking at their phones and crashing into you. I mean, you can.
That's the human.
But everybody's
human error.
And everybody's got to go because we're done, buddies.
It's the way it is. Goddamn, we're all fucked. Yep. Must have been them reptilians. That's how they planned it.
That's how they do it.
See?
It's the Reptoids.
The Reptoids.